1 week from today, this car is supposed to be strapped to a dyno. But there's just one problem. It still hasn't even been started. That means today we need to load a base map, verify all the systems on the car, and then hopefully hear this thing fire up for the first time. Because if it doesn't, the dyno appointment that I have might get pushed down the road quite a bit. Here goes nothing. We'll come back to that. Everything about this car is ready to start, except there's no base map, which just gives the ECU something to start with so that we can attempt to start this car, so that we can verify everything works, all the stuff that we changed, before we just show up at the dyno and assume everything is good. So there's a lot of stuff to check, but the first place that we need to start is getting it to the point where the car can fire up so that we can check all those things. Any type of leak, make sure all the new coils are working, all the new injectors are working, that there's no fuel leaks, no oil leaks, no coolant leaks. All the important stuff before we even try and start to make any power. Now, I'm definitely not trying to make this a tutorial on how to tune your car, because honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think I know enough to get the car at least started, so I can kind of explain to you guys what I'm going to be doing in order to get to the point where I can start the car and check everything out. When this car last started, on the stock ECU, a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of the factory sensors have been taken out of the car and replaced with aftermarket versions. There's different injectors, there's different fuel pumps, there's different coils, different cams, new gauges, a ton of different stuff. And all of that stuff needs to be added as inputs or outputs to the new ECU. Luckily, Haltech is nice enough to provide a whole bunch of factory style base maps for a whole number of cars. Whenever you download the Nexus software, there's an entire folder that is full of base maps, and there's quite a few under the Supra. So what I'm going to do is use that as my starting point, and then when I got the harness from Ohm Racing, they provided the sheet that would usually come with the Haltech ECU, and they have everything labeled for what every pin is inside the ECU. So my thought process, since I have all of that information, I have a base map, I have all of the information from all the sensors that I purchased and all the instructions and ranges of voltage for everything that I have, and I know all of the inputs and outputs on the ECU, that I can change the things that I need to change, set the parameters inside the NSP software where they need to be, and I think that should work. I guess there's only one way to find out. So I'm going to be sitting at the laptop for a little while, punching in numbers, changing inputs and outputs, loading everything into the new ECU, so that hopefully at the end of this, we can crank this thing and it fires up. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so we have all of the information now loaded into the NSP software and uploaded into the ECU. The last thing we need to do before we can actually try and start the car is set the top dead center angle inside the software. In order to do that, we will come into the fuel system, disable the injector so that the car won't actually start while we do this. Inside the ignition tuning, we will lock the ignition angle at 0. Then we can use a timing light and the timing marks on the crank pulley to make sure that they match exactly where the timing marks are on the timing cover. And whenever I turn the key on, knowing that all the sensors and everything are good, everything is reading properly, the map sensor, the coolant temperature, the intake air temperature, everything is reading accurately, which means all of the numbers and the wiring that I put into the NSP software is correct. So far so good. As soon as we set this angle, we should be able to try and start the car. So currently right now I have the starter hooked up to this little button so that I can crank it while I'm underneath the hood. Test it. It works. And I have my timing light, which I'll shine down there and see if I can read what's on the pulley. Here, let's try and put the camera down there and see if maybe you guys can see it, but it feels unlikely. Well, that's good news. It's basically dead on. So it seems like the base map that Haltech provides is pretty good. Unsurprisingly. So I've turned the injectors back on inside the ECU, and I also unlocked the ignition angle, and I think everything else has been checked. The fuel pumps are working. There's no fuel leaks. I have coolant in the car again. I guess let's see if this thing starts. Big moment. Hold your breath. I'm just gonna stay out here and use the starter button. Everything's turned on right now. Fingers crossed. Here goes nothing. Are you kidding me? That started so fast. Alright, I gotta check everything. That's huge, guys. The car runs, which means we're ready for the dyno appointment. Kinda. There's still a lot of things that I need to go over and check, but the big thing is the car starts, the car runs. Now all there is left to do is make some power. So next weekend, we're putting this thing on the trailer. We're taking it to Chicago. I'll let you guys figure out who's gonna be doing the tuning. But just like the Evo tune, taking you guys with me in the process. Gonna be a bit of a travel day. Car on the trailer. We're gonna have some fun. Unfortunately, there's no Buc-ee's on the way to Chicago, but stick around so you can find out how much power this car makes. Very excited. Let's do it.
I just wanna see you